The Google Ads industry is becoming incredibly reshaped right now with AI, and I believe it is an absolutely beautiful thing. For the first time ever, business owners hold the key. And frankly, the power dynamic is shifted to business owners over agencies. When I am on consulting calls helping business owners work through the Google Ads, I am seeing smarter, more empowered, and significantly more capable business owners and marketers than I've ever seen before living on the non-agency side, living within the business, doing marketing themselves. And this, again, puts a stop on agencies that have been gatekeeping for years or have built their businesses around the fact that they know Google Ads and they know marketing better than the business does. And we all know what happened here. AI didn't necessarily replace you. What it did is it leveled the playing field. And again, it's scaring agencies to death. So to reiterate, for years, the agency model has been built on one thing. We know how to execute better than you do. We know the platform better than you do. Agencies said, well, we have the experience. We've done this across multiple industries, multiple accounts. They capitalize on their vertical success. They had many, many clients. They have seen anything and everything. They then went and said, we have the systems. They had the language. And frankly, they own the mystery. And business owners were told, don't worry about it. We'll handle everything. That was the model. But in 2026, right now, today, that's gone. And if it's not gone yet, it's disappearing super fast. And a lot of what's changing that is the fact that the business owner or the marketing team that works at the company can literally sit with their internet browser open. And with the help of AI, they can get answers quicker than they can through a human or their agency. Essentially, they can call out answers as BS. And they can now execute ads in a way that doesn't require a full team or agency retainers. And as somebody who consults on Google Ads, who fixes ads when they're broken, who simply takes phone calls to get people to the exact next step when their ads aren't quite where they need to be, I am loving this era. So I was on a call the other day with a business owner. Hopefully he's watching. And the business owner had been running Google Ads on their own. And then on the call, they walked me, the expert, through their conversion tracking setup. It wasn't messy. It wasn't half done. And it wasn't even, I think this is right. The business owner came to me with confidence. And when I looked, they were tracking conversions properly. They understood how their funnel worked. They knew their pricing. And this business owner knew exactly what was happening in their account. And as I sat there, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is exactly what the industry is afraid of. Because when business owners become this smart and this capable, the agency power dynamic just disappears. And so you might be asking, well, why did they even come to you in the first place? And that's a great question. This business owner came to me because they were stuck in the YouTube trap. They were stuck watching prescriptive advice on the internet that tells them this is the best way to set up Performance Max. This is why you need Performance Max in search. And then it went step by step exactly how to do it. The videos with the most views, with the biggest creators on the biggest channels. And this business owner was overwhelmed. They had watched how to upload conversions, and they'd gotten there. They had watched how to set up PMAX. They had watched why you need PMAX. They had watched all about match types. And so the issue wasn't that they couldn't execute their ads, but it was because they couldn't tell what was right and what was wrong. That right now is the gap that humans are able to solve. And that's where I came in on this phone call. It wasn't me there doing the work for them. I obviously wasn't gatekeeping knowledge. And I didn't come in saying I'm the expert that knows everything. In fact, again, this business owner knew so much about ads and so much about their account specifically. And I think that's where this conversation became absolutely beautiful. I was able to help this business owner think and validate what they were doing and give them a direction and tell them this is exactly what to do. And here's the reason why they need to do it. Because once they understood the why, not the what, the business owner was able to walk away from the phone call with a greater ability to make decisions without watching tutorials. And therefore, the business owner was able to build a strategy versus copying someone else's settings. So in the case of this business owner, what was very interesting is they were manually bidding in their account. And so they had great knowledge about the CPC thresholds because it told them right there on the page, here's the first page bid. But that business owner didn't know what bid strategy to choose other than knowing that there were good bid strategies out there that would work better. And interestingly, I was able to guide this business owner into maximize clicks. And you might think, maximize clicks, that's horrible. That's terrible. Yeah, it's not ideal. But the business owner hadn't yet gotten to the point where they had centralized their data. Because that's the thing that YouTube doesn't do for you. That's the thing that an AI can't do for you. It can't not tell you what phase you are in particularly and apply that custom information. And it was interesting. I was talking to my mom the other day, and my mom is older generation. Sorry, Mom. Hopefully she's not listening. Calling her old. But one of the things that she does for her business is she alters clothing, right? So she gets clothing in that comes and it's made a certain way and she makes it work for that person. And I thought about it. I'm like, that's a lot of what I do with Google Ads, right? I just take that 1 hour phone call and I help someone move along with something that works for the most part, right? It fits them. It covers their body. It's just not ideal for their business. I make it fit their business and their greater goal. That's all I do. It's really that simple. And again, it's such a beautiful place because people are coming in with greater quality at a higher level without the flawed thinking that they can beat Google Ads. It's the question of how can I make this work for my business? I've gotten this far. How can I go to the next level? And that's a lot of why I built this channel. I don't want to teach you what to think, because that's not helpful. And I'm absolutely not going to give the prescriptive steps, because that will just build up my views and my subscribers and create an education channel. And I certainly don't want to, this is the exact formula to scale your account to millions, because we all know that's total BS and doesn't exist. But I do want this channel to empower you and teach you how to think. Because in 2026, the business owners who are really, really making it with Google Ads, who are seeing wild success, they are not following tutorials. They are building custom strategies responding to their data, and they understand the logic behind the decisions that they're making. They're looking at their account and thinking, yeah, it is on maximize clicks. Fight me on it. It's on maximize clicks because I'm centralizing my data. And then I have a plan to move it over to the maximize conversions. And this is why it's working for me. And this is what I'm tracking. And this is the CPC that I have. They know their account forwards and backwards in a way that allows them to shape amazing marketing in Google Ads. And they're also buffering Google Ads with other platforms. They're creating content that wins. They're trying not to rely solely on ads. This is who's winning. These are the clients that I consult to. AI made the execution easy, but this level of thinking, it's actually still very rare today. I think we are now at such an opportunity to move in this direction. And I'm proud that for the very first time, I did something ahead of my game. I could not be more happy I changed my business model from execution and managing to consulting and answering a question and getting business owners right where they need to go, and then not having them be dependent on me. So if you're a business owner and you're learning Google Ads, you're experimenting, you're playing with the platform, you have enough to be dangerous and you think you got this, and you're busy and you're watching tutorials every single day and you're getting smarter, you're actually not behind, you're ahead of the game. And the Google Ads industry knows this. So I would like to be the first to officially welcome you to an era where business think cleanly, act confidently, and build their own success and stop renting it. And they do it all with guidance, not gatekeeping, because confusion is a billable hour in this industry. If you are confused and you don't know where to turn, you're paying for it in all the wrong ways. And that is not what I want for you. So welcome to the new era. Thank you so much for being here, and I cannot wait to see you in the comments. Bye.